Hi team, Miss Vaughn here. Today you're going to be working on your poem. So you guys have your poem assignments that are over there on the board, and you should also be seated with your group today. Seating chart is in the slideshow. And then also you should have your reader out. And the things that you should be doing are the things that we've done before. You know this. Number the lines in your poem, read the poem with your group members, start to think about what is the cohesive message of what's happening here in the poem. As a rough overview for each of the poems, since I'm not there to guide you through some of the understandings, Soweto is a place. So when you go onto Canvas and you look at the slideshow, there's a huge context slideshow that you guys need to work your way through to help you gain a better understanding of what's happening in the poems. So Soweto, all about Soweto, all about this township that Sapamla is from. But instead of him thinking about it as like this terrible place that he's been forced to live, he's going to rebrand it and start to think about, okay, what is it about Soweto that I love? What is the thing about Soweto that makes the people there so unique? What are the things there that also have created the community that we live in? Okay, moving on to Soweto Blues. Soweto Blues is going to be this building from that or building on that Soweto is a place of celebration, but Soweto can also be a place of sadness. So there's links in the slideshow for you to consider the way that he weaves in elements of blues music from the United States that actually came from Africa. So it's full circle moment right there. How he weaves in the elements of blues music from America into his poem about Soweto. So it's where he's working through some of those emotions. He's doing it through song. He's talking about some sad things, but he's also talking about some celebratory things too. It's also, I want you to consider the power of music and the way that music can bring people together in community, just like Soweto. Okay, I remember Sharpeville. You got to do your research on what the Sharpeville massacre was. This poem is all in reflection of I remember Sharpeville. So look at those slides, watch the videos, track the way that the mood shifts throughout the poem as he's remembering Sharpeville, but he's going to leave us on this high note of what he wants to do with that remembering process. Okay, a child dies. You got to look at the context slides. Again, a child dies is loosely based on the death of Hector Peterson. The child in the poem is left anonymous and unnamed. I want you to think about why, okay? Because people had so much outrage when Hector Peterson died. What is it about a child who is dying because of apartheid that makes the world care so much more than maybe, say, groups of people who are suffering or dying? And the last one is the Odyssey. Think about the Odyssey as like a travel, or it's to encourage travel or exploration in a certain area. The Odyssey is also a play on the Odyssey, the Homer epic poem about Odysseus, who gets on his boat and travels to different islands. And he essentially is like the first colonizer because he colonizes all of these different places. He takes it over. He steals their food. He robs them. Colonization 101. So the Odyssey is written from the colonizer's point of view. Think about this Odyssey, the poem Odyssey is written from the colonized point of view. So he wants to rethink the way that land is viewed, because remember that when the colonizer goes there, they're like, what can I do to make money off of this land? For the Odyssey of the poem, think about how he rethinks how the land should actually be considered, and that it's not just something that you can make money off of. Okay, good overview of the poems. Look at the context slides, read through your poem, just like we did before. As some reminders for you, don't be that group member, reminder number 1. Reminder number 2, look up all of the words, places, phrases, people that you don't know, because you need to explain that. And then 3, I taught you all the history before when we read the first round of poems. You're going to be teaching us some of the history before you deliver your poem. Okay, so if you were to walk yourself through this poem and like teach it to yourself, how would you need to organize your presentation? You should definitely have read through your poem, read the context slides by Thursday, Friday's class. And then Thursday, Friday is primarily going to be dedicated to you putting your slides together before you guys start presenting next Wednesday and Friday. All right. See you Thursday, Friday. Bye-bye.